Well, folks, he's back. The Donald, the Teflon Don, the guy who tweets more than your teenage niece, is back in the White House. It's like a reality show you just can't stop watching, even though you know it's bad for you. On January 20th, 2025, Trump strolled back into 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, probably humming New York, New York under his breath. You could practically hear the collective groan of half the country, while the other half popped champagne and blasted Toby Keith. One thing's for sure, this ain't your grandma's inauguration. This is pure, uncut, Trump unpredictable, loud, and guaranteed to leave a mark. Buckle up, America, because it's gonna be a bumpy ride. So, Trump won. Again. The guy's got more lives than a cat. But this time it's different. The Electoral College? Yeah, he snagged that, 312 to 226. But the popular vote? Forget about it. Kamala got almost 50% of the votes, while Trump barely squeaked by with 49.97%. We're talking razor-thin margins, folks. Closer than a subway car at rush hour. Point is, America's more divided than a New York pizza. Half the country's celebrating, the other half stocking up on Pepto-Bismol. And let's be real, this ain't good for anyone. We're supposed to be the United States, not the divided states of anxiety. Speaking of divided, let's dive into the world of political polls. Can we talk about those polls for a second? They were supposed to give us a clear picture, right? But instead, they were about as accurate as a blindfolded dart throw. Seriously, it was like watching someone try to hit a bullseye in the dark. One moment, they had Biden up in some states, making it seem like he was a sure bet. Then, out of nowhere, Trump was leading in others, turning the whole thing into a roller coaster of predictions. Eventually, it felt like the pollsters just threw their hands up and said, "Who knows?" Look, I'm no Nate Silver, but I've ordered enough pizza in my life to know that if you get the order wrong that many times, you're doing something wrong. Imagine ordering a pepperoni pizza and getting anchovies instead, over and over again. These polls, they need a serious reality check. It's like they're stuck in the past, using outdated methods that just don't cut it anymore. Maybe it's time to ditch the algorithms and hire some old Italian ladies from Brooklyn, you know, the ones who can tell you the weather just by looking at the sky. These ladies have a sixth sense about these things. They'd probably give you a more accurate prediction over a cup of coffee than any fancy algorithm. They'd tell you who's gonna win, what they're gonna eat, and maybe even what kind of wine to pair with your dinner. And while they're at it, they'd probably set you up with a nice girl from the neighborhood because why not? It's all about community and intuition. Section 4. Pardon my French, Hunter walks free, America walks on eggshells. This is a story that has left the nation in shock and disbelief. Now let's talk about Joe. The president who, in his final days in office, made a decision that has sent ripples through the political landscape. Before he headed out of the White House, probably to write his memoirs in a log cabin somewhere, he left a little parting gift for Trump. A gift that no one saw coming. And by gift, I mean a ticking time bomb. He pardoned Hunter. Yes, Hunter Biden, his own son, embroiled in numerous controversies. Yep, you heard that right. Full pardon. This move has left many questioning the ethics and implications of such a decision. Tax evasion, gun charges, jaywalking, all wiped clean with the stroke of a pen. The legal ramifications are staggering. Gone. Poof! Like it never happened. It's as if the slate has been wiped clean, leaving many to wonder about the precedent this sets. Even some Democrats were scratching their heads over this one. The party is divided, with some supporting the move and others vehemently opposing it. So what does this mean for Trump? The former president is now faced with a new political landscape, one that is fraught with uncertainty. Well, for starters, it's a PR nightmare. The media is having a field day and the questions just keep coming. The Republicans are going to be screaming for blood, demanding accountability and justice. The political tension is palpable. The Democrats are going to be playing defense, trying to justify or distance themselves from the decision. It's a delicate balancing act, and the American people are just going to be left wondering what the heck is going on. This is a moment that will be remembered for its controversy and its impact on the nation's political future. Section 5. World on fire, Syria's burning, and it ain't the hummus. While America was busy with its own political circus, the rest of the world wasn't exactly sitting around playing checkers. Take Syria, for example. The situation there has been deteriorating for years, and it's not just a recent development. The conflict has deep roots, involving multiple factions, foreign interventions, and a humanitarian crisis of epic proportions. Things there are about as stable as a Jenga tower built by a toddler. Every move seems to make the situation worse, and the pieces are falling faster than anyone can pick them up. The constant power struggles and shifting alliances make it nearly impossible to predict what will happen next. Rebels are closing in on the capital, Aleppo's gone, and there's more chaos than a New York City subway platform during rush hour. The city, once a bustling hub of culture and commerce, now lies in ruins, a stark reminder of the devastating toll of war. Civilians are caught in the crossfire with nowhere to go and no end in sight. And let's not forget about that whole Hamas-Israel thing from back in 23. Yeah, that's still simmering. The tensions in the region are like a powder keg, ready to explode at any moment. The international community watches with bated breath, hoping for a resolution but preparing for the worst. So while Trump's busy dealing with Hunter's legal woes and trying to figure out what a popular vote is, he's also got to deal with a potential international crisis. Fun times. The stakes are high and the world is watching. Every decision made on the global stage has far-reaching consequences, and the pressure is on to navigate these turbulent times with wisdom and caution. Section 6, Aisles of Angst, Trump's presidential shopping list. So there you have it. Trump's back in the White House and he's got his work cut out for him. It's like he walked into a supermarket after a hurricane hit. Aisle 1, Hunter's pardon. Aisle 2, Syria. Aisle 3, the economy, which, let's be honest, has seen better days. Aisle 4, the environment, which, let's be even more honest, has seen way better days. And that's just the first 4 aisles. We haven't even gotten to healthcare, immigration, or the fact that we're all one bad tweet away from nuclear war. Section 7, Conclusion, Cleaning Up Biden's Mess, one aisle at a time. So what's the takeaway here? Well, for starters, it's going to be interesting. Trump's presidency was anything but predictable, and this time around promises to be no different. Will he be able to clean up the messes left behind by Biden? Will he be able to unite a divided nation? Will he be able to stop tweeting long enough to actually govern? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, it's going to be one heck of a show. So grab your popcorn, folks, and settle in. It's going to be a wild ride. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe to this channel.